Yo, what's going on everybody? In this video, we're going to look at some of the ways that the Clippers defended Steph Curry in Thursday's win. Defending great players is never a one-man job, it's an entire team effort. And defending Steph Curry, is really no exception to this. You have to defend him with the whole team. As Curry makes a move off ball, Beverly gets a hand onto him to be a little bit physical, runs him right into a screen, which Nicholas Batum then switches out and jumps out to deter Curry on a three-point attempt. When Curry drives, Ibaka rotates over to force Curry to pass, and when the pass gets made across to the wing, Curry's going to come out the weak side, come out off of an Oubre screen, which Leonard is then going to switch on to Curry to deny an easy three-point look. And when Curry goes to drive, we see something interesting here. Beverly is going to dig down over and help. This allows Leonard to get some help here. And when Curry goes up for the floater / runner attempt, Beverly gives a great contest and helps force the miss on this one. Beverly is pretty much the main defender on Steph Curry all night, but he will get switched off because of screens. When Curry goes to make a cut here, Beverly stays with him, but Curry's going to hard plant and trail back to the wing. Beverly does a solid job of closing out. He does this little swipe at Curry on the three-point attempt. This is a clean look, and Curry misses it, but this is solid hustle defense to get into airspace. Once again, we're going to see a swipe at the ball, but the big part of this is picking up Curry high up off the floor since he can shoot it from a long distance. Beverly does a good job picking him up high. Batum shades over to give some corral and trapping experience here. Beverly then swipes at the ball when Curry steps back from three, forces up an air ball, and the Clippers get yet another stop. This is an interesting play because another thing that Golden State likes to do is use Curry as a screener, specifically setting back screens at the elbow. And he does that here. Here's the back screen against Paul George. But the Clippers do something really smart. They switch it. So George is now on Curry, blows up the handoff a little bit, forcing the Warriors to start the possession out further up the floor. And when Curry comes down off of this screen, Ibaka switches onto him. This is a mismatch in favor of Golden State. So when Curry tries to take him off the dribble, look what happens. Paul George then steps back up onto Curry, gives a great contest, and helps force a mid-range miss. While the Clippers did defend Curry well most of the night, there were instances like this. It's a high screen up the floor from Draymond, allows Curry to get downhill. Morris jumps up high because of Curry's proficiency as a shooter. Curry then takes him off the dribble. He gets even, and if he's even, he's leaving. Curry then gets to the rim with a nice little layup attempt. Morris didn't have the lateral quickness to stay with Curry on this possession overall. Clippers really defended screen action really well against Curry. Screen here, forces Beverly off of Curry, gets Morris switched on to Curry. And now Bazemore's going to come up to set a screen to get Williams onto Steph. Here's the switch on the screen. But watch what Lou Williams does. He doesn't, kind of just divert his attention. He keeps his eyes on what's happening, gets in the passing lane, deflects the ball, and gets a turnover. All right, so we said this Clippers have been switching. Here comes another one. Draymond screens against Pat Bev. Morris is going to get switched on to Curry. And we're going to see Curry go into a step back here. Here he goes in the motion. There's the step back. He hops into it. Morris closes the distance well, gives a solid contest on the shot. That's about as good as you can do against Steph Curry without fouling, and Curry ends up missing the three. The defense wasn't always perfect, though. When Curry rejects the screen, Ibaka doesn't come up. He's on the wrong side here. This is the wrong side to be on. It allows Curry a free lane. He bumps into Reggie Jackson, absorbs the contact well. Kawhi Leonard doesn't give a good contest at the rim, and Steph Curry makes this layup. The Clippers love to switch a lot, especially 1 through 4. If there's no center on the floor, they can switch 1 through 5, but Ibaka's on the floor, so there is a center. Here's the first switch. Jackson was on Curry. Little action here. Gets Leonard onto Curry. Leonard then goes under the screen. The Clippers do not switch this because they don't want Ibaka onto Curry. When Leonard comes over the top of this action, Morris now gets switched onto Curry. And this is going to be a matchup that the Warriors do like. When Curry goes behind the back, he kind of beats Morris here. As he continues down, Morris gets back into solid position, and when Curry goes up for this jumper, Morris has a really nice contest of this shot. He helps force somewhat of a miss here, and the Clippers will take this every time. Another way to defend such an elite player is just not let him get the ball or force him to pass. Here, Morris is being physical with Curry. He's right up on him, and as the shot goes up here for Golden State, it's a Draymond Green open three. Clippers will live with this. He misses it. Warriors do get the rebound after a little, the ball gets knocked around a little bit. Curry comes up with it, but watch what happens here. Ibaka immediately jumps out on him. This is a mismatch in favor of Golden State. So Leonard immediately runs over, shades over to him to force Curry into a decision. And as Draymond cuts from the slot, Kawhi sees this. And when Curry passes, Kawhi gets his hand in the way, and he forces the turnover. This is absolutely good. You can't fall asleep defensively against Curry. Reggie Jackson gets switched off of Curry. Batum's now on him. Batum swipes at the ball on a steal attempt right here. This gives Curry enough room to fire up a three. You cannot do this. While this is a somewhat contested look, you cannot gamble against Steph Curry or you will pay the price from three. Even on misses, you can't fall asleep. And here, Paul George, kind of meets him high up the floor, which is good. But this little screen action kind of screws the Clippers over because Reggie Jackson doesn't jump out high enough here. While this is a contested look, and while Steph Curry does miss this shot, this is way too much space to give the greatest shooter of all time. Best way to beat Steph Curry? Make everyone else try to beat you. Kawhi Leonard jumps out high on Steph to force him away from a long-range three. When Curry comes down off the screen, both Jackson and Leonard are going to sort of trap him here and force him to give the ball up. Curry makes an unbelievable left-handed skip pass to the cross wing. It's a wide open three. It's a shot the Clippers are willing to give up because why? It's not Steph. While the Warriors do score on this final possession we're going to look at, it ultimately doesn't matter because it's the process that works. Pick Steph Curry up full court. Terrence Mann does the job. As Curry goes to drive up across half court, we're going to notice that Paul George is now the defender who picks him up. This is absolutely what the Clippers want. Paul George is probably their best perimeter defender. He denies Steph Curry from getting off a clean look from three. And when Curry gives the ball up in slot cuts, Paul George is right there again to deny a pass into the lane. When the drive happens from Wiggins, the guy to watch here is Lou Williams. Watch what happens when Curry sneaks out the backside. Williams is there to contest if Curry was going to pull up. It's an entire team effort. Like I said, the Warriors score on this possession. It's okay. Denying Steph Curry, ball denying him is absolutely what you want to do, and the Clippers did a great job.